All right, hello there, everyone. Welcome to Corey Loses for our first look at Europa Universalis V. I guess we're gonna do a recommended country. Well, yeah, see what it tells us. I want to do something in Italy. So I guess Naples is as good as anything. But yeah, so I have not played EU5 before. I've played a fair amount of Stellaris and EU, like a bit of EU4, but I'm by no means an expert. So we're getting our first look at EU5. We will hopefully not go up in a giant ball of flames. Ranger's asking, how much of the game have I seen already? I've read the novelization, so I know a lot of the spoilers, but I've watched some guide videos. I've watched a few, like the beginning of some other streamers play the game. Some of the people who got the game early. I have paid full price, so I will be experiencing all the crashes at a certain rate per hour. So like $5 per crash, I think a fair amount to hope for. But we are picking Naples. So Naples now ruled by King Robert of Anjou. Good for him. Alright, focus on the internal politics by dealing with the administration and states of your country, and also establish deals and alliances with other countries to strengthen your international position. Okay, one thing that does kind of scare me is there's water between some of my land here, and I can't swim very well. But what I'd like to do is do a playthrough with Naples, and then I'd like to play a smaller country somewhere. So we'll be trying that. Gonna play a couple hours today, assuming stability cooperates. I have seen many crashes have existed, but we'll see. Loading save game. Are all the starts just... Okay, the lagging on the loading screen is a good sign. So, like, I imagine the starts are just, like, set up the same way a save game is. Should do that for EAWX. Just don't do any Galactic Conquest building. Just set everything up in custom GC, and then play and send people my save files. Welcome to EU5. Nearly 5 centuries of history are about to unfold before you. As the spirit of your nation, you have the power to choose how. You can conquer the world, develop your society into a flourishing utopia, or become an unrivaled economic power. Whatever you choose to do, history is yours to control. So, I was thinking a fun challenge might be to only produce paper and become the Dunder Mifflin paper empire, but I don't think I'm there yet. Okay. Want me to look at a nested tooltip? There, diplomacy. So many nested tooltips. It's too bad there's no nested tooltips in Empire at War. The spirit... Okay, this is the spirit of the nation. Interesting. I don't know why they need to, like, abstract you into a specific, like... That... There's some weird subtext there. Alright, I already know that. Estates. Crown. So since we're the Neapolitan crown, does that mean we have, like, all 3 varieties of ice cream? Or is that something we have to research later? I'll exit the wall. Many of those things are things I've learned from other games. So, I do want to look at the overview. So again, I have read the novelization, so I know there is stuff over here, and I kind of know what it looks like. I live over here. So I'm not sure exactly. Oh, hold on. Did I just hover over something? Interesting. Anyways. I regret putting my mouse over there. Alright, so we have... There's over here. We got some... Greeks. I think we want to unify Italy. That's always step number one. Even if you're playing as someone else, you want to unify Italy. But following members will leave the Neapolitan Provincial Union on the death of King Robert the Wise. Provence is leaving. Prato and Mondovi is leaving. That's not. Why would you leave? Who owns Sicily? That's a good question. The Kingdom of Sicily. We are much stronger than them. So, where's the... Do we have the same fun little... where's the... There's the list of goals you could do before. Or, like, it tells you everything you need to form a new polity. Alright, well, how's our army doing? Okay, well, we already read you. Unprofitable buildings. The Glass Guild is unprofitable. That's not good. Okay. Research. Organized religion. The only thing to do. Okay, what are our options for our commander? I mean, someone in their 30s at this point, they're just gonna die. I'm 33, I'm on my way out. As much as 94 admin ability here is nice. I think we'll go with a younger, a nice spry 28. All right, 2 more. Okay, no, okay, well. Rivals. We could have some nice Tunisian rivals. That could be fun. What does Japan look like? I don't know. I haven't heard of anything called Japan. There's no Japan here. You know what? Let's rival Tunisia and we've already got Sicily as a rival. Are we already at war? Are they a war enemy without actually being at war with them right now? Serbia, no. And I guess Morocco. Why not? If we want to change this later, why not? Let's just get points. Does it? No, they are already our rival, no? Yeah. Intervene in rival war. Moroccan? No, we're not intervening in that war. So, unproductive buildings are unprofitable. Glass Guild. We missing. I'll wait on that. Naval Commander. Ruthless. We already cut these traits from TR, so. I think I want someone who's like a decent admin, not necessarily the best commander right now for naval possibilities, or maybe like middling in both. Although I did just say if a 33-year-old is on their way out, a 42-year-old, they're gone. So, I mean, you're not as great in wise. Let's take a punt on Niccolo here. All right, government reforms. I don't know what we want right now, so I probably shouldn't waste anything there. Pops with needs. Everyone has needs. Oh. Well, that was in fact a crash. That's incredible. Um, what's stream donation goal for me to boop Kazoo's snoot? Probably $5. Okay, so we tooltips can cause crashes. What are? Hello? You know what? If I'm not getting anywhere for, I'm selecting any country. If tooltips can cause crashes in EU, that just means the game can cause crashes. All right, what are our options here? Let's take a look everywhere. So Onondaga, that's an option if you want to do North America. Thing in South America, a couple things in South America. I mean, I'm probably going back towards one of the beginner ones, but just for fun, you know. Let's take a look. Because like I remember I tried to do I want to say Diviet in EU4 one of the last times I played. I like kind of doing the smaller ones. But it is the Ashikaga Shogunate. All right, thank you, Victoria, for a boop snootable amount of donations. Very appreciated. I will be booping his snoot. Boy, boop. Good boy. He does he does it. Is it you want to pick up? He's chewing his stinky stick right now, so he doesn't really want to be interrupted. Looking up at me. Where is studio mode? All right. Here's the camera. Kazoo. Boop. He boop. Good boy. I don't know if you caught that. Boop. Good boy. He does the booping. Good boy. I'll give you a treat. All right. Zoo. Sit. Sit. Boop. Good boy. Zoo kangaroo. Zoo lick your crotch. Good boy. Okay, Zoo kangaroo. Good boy. Zoo boop. Good boy. Zoo sit. Zoo settle. Zoo settle. Good boy. Good boy. There. All right. There's your boops, you filthy animals. Thank you, Victoria. Everybody, everybody, please clap. All right, maybe we'll do Verona or something. Let's do Verona. The Signoria of Verona. The lands of Italy have been fragmented since the fall of the country, waiting for a strong leader to unite them all again. However, this lack of a union has created strong rivalry among different nations that populate the peninsula, and this in fact has evolved in a constant race towards art and technology. No Italian nations lack a famous artist or developed world-changing technology, sitting as a jewel at the heart of Europe that every big nation desires. All right. Little. So hopefully no one else is going to be like upset with me for this. Oh, a lot of non-integrated. So we're not expelling anyone. That's just not happening. Okay, I am not 100% sure that the snoop booping actually went through in the camera. So if anyone could please confirm, it'll make me very happy. All right. Let's start with research. Organized religion. Do we have even an army? There's rebels everywhere. A lot of non-integrated provinces. Okay. We're gonna rival Venice. And well, let's decide what we're gonna do. How many ducats we got? We can't afford the ducats of activity here. This may have been a horrible mistake. Are they... Let's form a defensive league. The whole point is to ensure peace by forming a giant network of alliances. Kazoo, don't dig, please. All right, let's do agricultural cultivation. Because people like food. Too many relations. Oh, crap. Uh... Kazoo. Kazoo. Stop. Good boy. All right, let's play. And then we pause. What do we... We want to give anyone a privilege? Kazoo, stop it. No digging. What are we going to get? This was not what we were... Antagonism received. Okay, that's fine. Loyalty of subject. It's the loyalty of subjects that I'm kind of worried here for, and monthly prestige and crown power. So going off of the beaten path may have been a problem. But we can increase our diplomatic capacity by 1. All right. We are going to want a lot of diplomacy. We're going to try to make people happy. Form Italy. We need Milano, Florence, and Naples. That's going to take a little bit of time. All right. Let's play. So full control. We have very little control. What are we impacted by? Local crown power. Monthly sailors. Too many sailors. Or too few sailors from them. But we don't have any water. Do I even have the capacity to... Like, financially, I guess maybe I can find someone that's maybe a little cheaper. Right? That's the... Yeah, that's the cost I'm paying for them. Oh, it's just a hiring cost. Okay. In that case, let's get someone who's like right on the verge of death. And will I be able to... Let's do increased provincial control in Brescia. Okay. Now that I know I can just throw this money around. Anyone else? Diplomatic stuff. So, increasing crown power. I feel like that is what we want for this one. Ooh, a 21-year-old with 72 admin points. I think that's what we're going to do for now. In the future, having them be more diplomatically oriented might be a thing we want to do. But how are we in... Yeah, I think we want more crown control. Which development? No. Culturally, I think they're fine. Yeah, cabinet does need to do integration. So we'll keep doing that. Where's the sleep with your siblings button? Well, unfortunately, I don't have that choice yet. But they have added a lot of stuff from like CK3. So there's like the character models, I guess, that can show with all the different bits. I don't remember EU4 having them like breathe. Like he is married, and presumably, if you can have marriages and you can have children, then you can have marriages between your children, right? Filling missing inputs. What are we? We're seeing fruit here. Do I have anywhere? Do a fruit RGO. I don't know how much that'll actually work for us right now. We are increasing control. Some of our subjects have low. Well, that's fine. We'll make them happy later. The Guelphs and Ghibellines have been fighting for dominance over Italy for multiple centuries since the investiture controversy pitted the Pope and the Holy Roman Emperor against each other. The Guelphs support the papal authority over the peninsula, while Ghibellines are considered imperial loyalists, holding their allegiance true to the Holy Roman Empire. Spiraling beyond their initial positions, both sides now represent a diversity of interests. The different countries are no strangers to switching sides for their own benefits. I feel like we might go with the Pope. Codified and written. Let's side with the Pope. The Pope, he's closer? Okay. 100 years more. This will hopefully be over quickly. Do we side with them yet? Let's not. Let's just do whatever the Pope tells us to do. How about that? Or I can go on Twitter and argue with the Pope. Like a good Catholic, apparently. Oh, do you get to see... That's fun. We can be targeted in independence movement. That's Look, I'm okay with that. So there, it's not that bad. Only like 42%. That's a majority government in some places. Ranger, the current pope is French. Ooh, custom subjects. Fancy. Okay. If we, I guess the easiest way to make them not be shitty subjects is to tell them that they have to join Venice. Saying the audio bitrate is 0 bits? Okay, even if like you don't have to join our wars, I'll be fine with that. Uh well, that's not great. Our vast holdings across northern Italy have led to the creation of a coalition against us. Fools! So far, their limited campaigns have provided them with little results. Let us hope they have learned their lesson and will not return. Should they, though, we will spare no expense in showing them the might of Della Scala. Huh. My voice is doing weird things. The channel recording the game audio, I guess, died when the game crashed last time. That's annoying. But I'm just gonna pump through the desktop audio. Okay. Well, let's... We're missing the fruit inputs, but this is actually... We're missing coal inputs now, too. Is there anywhere that'll... No. Occasional popping. I think that might just be my throat, actually. Okay, well, let's continue. I'm not sick, but there's a little, I don't know, not stuffiness even. Okay. Oh. Our Chancellor reports death. Our ruler's uncle. Okay, well. That's fine. 53. Burst ulcer? I don't need to hear that. How am I holding up at the Blue Jays a lot? I'm going to be honest, could not care less about baseball. Like, I like Shohei Ohtani, so really, that's maybe I'm happier having the Dodgers win. What the? Okay, where's the market optimization? It's in here somewhere. Oh, I'm gonna see if there's any auto saving options. That feels like a thing, right? Graphics, map, game. Autosave every year. Let's autosave every month with 4 autosaves. There we go. Look, growing up, I was much more opposed to sports, but I can appreciate sports now. I'm fine with sports. The thing is, baseball is just so boring. I just can't do it. You are not a big fan. Is there anyone? Hey, do you want to? You want to be friends? So where do we have our... There's the one action we're doing right now. Okay. I feel like auto-saving once a month is reasonable. How long would it take me to learn the Holy Roman Empire map by heart? I mean, I know many of the constituent parts, but if you mean like in this particular year, the little color-in map that I have to... I just don't know. I don't know what our gold output is right now. What are we making our money on right now? Taxes, trade income, selling food, diplomacy, minting. We're making some money on minting. Let's just cause inflation everywhere. I guess we can do regulated export. Hold output, income minting. We lose a lot of... I'll do that. Our law will be codified. I don't think we want an alliance, a full-on alliance right now. But... I'll profess my trust in... Can I do that? Can I, like, gaslight people into not attacking me? Is that a mechanic? What is our... Our poor diplomatic reputation. Okay, what's hurting our prestige? Vassal subject, unsupported, use diplomatic capacity. Prestige decay over time. Okay. Let's go check on the... estates somewhere. Guess I can just click on that. It was the commoners. This would give them more power, right? Yeah. Makes them happy. What's the thing I can do? Well, let's focus on the... No, those are the commoners. Oh. Milan. Verona, Lucca, Padua, and Parma against... Hold on. Okay. How bad could that be? Hey, don't invade. So, who's on that side? Milan, Florence, Venice, Ragusa, Candia, Trieste, and Ferrara. Thank you, Kiva, for the donation. Very appreciated. Saying, donating to Corey's royal coffers and hopefully a single stream GC in the far future. Well, this week we're going to finish off the Republic campaign. So that'll be a stream in the near future. Just an itty-bitty war between all the itty-bitty guys here. But I don't know how happy our little guys are. But where is... Well, first, I was already doing this. I can't make them too happy at the expense of everyone else. I want to decentralize. Can't reduce the levy size. I think I have to wait until this crisis has abated. Look, that's more than appreciated. And I have a weak currency, so it's more in Canadian. All right, where was the B button? Buttons. The bank automatically swaps that out for you, right? Yeah, so with donations on YouTube, it goes to YouTube, they have their cut, and then anything that gets paid to me is in Canadian dollars. So I only ever see Canadian dollar values outside of like the donation message shows what the currency is, but like in even the stream manager, it tells me like the total chat revenue for the stream. Where? Okay. I can just press that button. Okay. Population raised into a levy will reduce the pops by 1. Each as their families follow them for a total of 8,000 when the levies are raised. The surviving levies will return similar amounts of population. Okay, but it's a war. What are you gonna do? Can't. Hopefully they can't raise levies until they're declaring war as well. So it's not like they're just sitting there on the borders. Mantua proposed that a defensive league can act upon streaming. Okay, let's... Anyone want to join? No? Okay, I won't do it then. Okay, well... The Battle of Parma is gone. Oh no. Cancel. Run for the hills! One of our ambassadors has a preternatural ability for understanding the entangling alliances that surround us, and the implications of taking one wrong step or saying just the right words. How shall we use the statesman? Gain a skilled diplomat or gain 10 prestige? I want the prestige. Okay, let's try to cut off a weaker army. Well, hold on. What are the... Crusade! We can't do that right now. Okay, first off, get together. And do I have... Hold on, don't... Do they have a... Not able to get food. That's fun. Okay, let's... Good flag, good flag, good flag. Everyone else is bad flag. Yeah, I chose an unrecommended group. Because, to be honest, I expected it to crash before I got anywhere. How are we doing? A lot of poking happening. Yeah, my vassals are a bunch of losers. Where's the other... There we... You know... Okay, now they're just... Now they're just being mean. Okay, what do you want? Just show superiority? What a bunch of dicks. Wait, what are you doing over here? This is where you had to retreat to? You're not even in the right time zone. Team, please. Team. Team, please. Naval attrition. Who cares? We don't have a navy. Well, we tried. Looks like we're not suing for peace anytime soon. People in the provinces suffering from famine, disease, and unfortunate events claim that sorcery and witchcraft are behind their misery. Women, children, and men have been accused of being witches, of worshipping the devil, and of being a threat to Christendom. It's gone so far that people in Cividale have lynched alleged witches without a proper trial. Let's see what the Pope wants. Any particular reason it's Verona? I mean, I figured it was fair Verona where we'd lay our scene. Yeah, I wanted to play Naples, but then I, did not even get 1 second of actual in-game time. After asking Pope Benedictus XII, Fournier, for advice on the whole witch situation about whether or not we should continue with our witch hunts and trials, we waited long for the answer. It finally arrived with the Pope's signature at the end of the official document. Cease the witch hunt and trials immediately. Okay. That's what I wanted to do anyways. Now it's the Pope's fault. Okay, now we're back in our home territories. Whose army is this? This is... It's not a good army. But... It's kind of annoying trying to get into the... I want to kill Venice. Contessa de Foliano has died at the age of 49. Our ruler's first cousin and courtier in the Signoria of Verona. It's always sad when a person's first cousin in this time period dies. I'll be right back. So, after consulting with my advisors, I'm kind of wondering if I should just send my levies back to the farms, and then, you know, just let the war have its fun, run its course. They're not going to take anything from me, right? So... if I just, no one was interested in in a separate piece with me right away, so... If they're not going to take any territory... Let's offer... nothing. Like, they'll get bored. Riveretto... Infrastructure. A lot of nobles. Very little control. Probably don't need all of that. Everyone seems to have paused. I don't know how much that is actually counting towards anything, but I did not automate markets or infrastructure. I did not. Production methods are automated. That's just in this market. Which, I think the market is the whole area, right? So I'll let them do that. Okay. I'll automate most things. At least economically. Okay, how are we looking here? Monthly expenses. There. That's good. We're already integrating that. And let's do diplomatic outreach more. Increase our diplomacy. Like, our prestige is gonna be just ruined because we're just gonna let people run over us in wars. I'm not gonna lose any battles if I don't have any battles to lose. I make Venice. I don't want to just give you Treviso. But that's probably all they'd accept. What do they want? Different opinions and interest over religious and secular matters between our government and the clergy have spilled over and become a significant source of conflict in our Signoria. The clergy are now making demands for changes in policy, stating they will withdraw their support from Signor Mastino to Della Scala if they refuse. You know what? We're already losing prestige. So I'll take the little prestige hit. Trying to make everyone happy. I removed a notification that I didn't mean to. Our control in our territories is not huge. That is what we are primarily working on right now. But in Brescia, we're getting closer, I want to say. Yeah, I think this is higher than what it was. Yeah, it's going up by 2.22% per month. Because that's what our cabinet is working on. Which maybe I should change. Oh, I need the actual cabinet member back. They went and died. Get Giovanni. Okay, yeah, we are at maximum control there. Temporarily increased by stationing an army, increasing provincial control. Signor of Milan now controls Vincenza. So I'll change what that cabinet member is doing. But, well, that said, that could... yeah. Are we done with the war, please? You won. Okay. So Akiva, where's my family's heritage from before Canada? My dad's side, Italian, primarily, from around here. Either Sicily or South Naples. I have like a whole book about that some extended family member wrote, but I'm in there with my name spelled wrong and my birthday wrong, so I don't know how accurate everything is. And my dad's mom, or my dad's dad's side, I have no idea. I think like English. Some variety of English and German and whatever. But like biggest chunk would be Italian and some kind of like vaguely Eastern European background. For a while my family thought it was Ukrainian because my aunt went and did a bunch of like genealogical research and record research and found out that when my great-grandpa emigrated, they came through Sevastopol, so they assumed, okay, probably from Ukraine. But if you know anything about, like, the region, you know that, like, if you're coming by a boat from most of the USSR, most of Eastern Europe, you're probably coming through Sevastopol. So there's a lot of possibilities there. Can you please? What do they think about the fact that I've eaten pineapple on pizza before? I've never intentionally eaten pineapple on pizza. Let's be clear. So my strategy of let them win the war and then maybe profit after that might not be... What do I mean by never intentionally? I've made pizza with pineapple on it. With ham and pineapple. But that's for Dana. I don't eat that. But like sometimes a piece of pineapple will migrate. And there's only so much I can do. I feel like this start might have been a mistake. You can have military access. War reparations. Okay, there's really nothing I can do to make them want that. Alright, it might be GG go next. Do I have like Iron Mode Man on or something? Oh yeah, I do. No, it's disabled. So oh. It's kind of sad. Okay. Start again. See if I can actually go to Naples now and not have it crash. Take 3. This is also kind of just the fuck around stream. So chances are, unless things go like really well on this one, I'll start like a full new playthrough next time, having learned what I need to learn. Okay. Our automation settings. See? I've just been clicking on the wrong thing. Okay, these are mostly just like tutorial missions. On the actions. I wonder if I can improve. I'll leave that for now. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, improving with the Pope as the main goal, but I want to give that a second. Build roads. And extraction of raw goods, develop the textile industry, build marketplace to export surplus. I am kind of leaving that. Rival Croatia and Tunis as the other one. So we've already got Sicily rivaled. Where's our... What are our cabinet going to be doing? Where's our cabinet button? Or do we not? The kingdoms not get the cabinet. Well, you gotta use the cabinet at the core, so it's gotta be... Oh, there it is. Cabinet Minister... What's this? Bold Fighter, Army Initiative. And once again, breaking the age rule. Okay. And how is this? How's Durs doing? Our control is actually high there. Nope. Wrong one. Where's our... Is there like a list of... Oh, 28-year-old morale recovery. Okay. That's a high number. I like high numbers. Maybe... I guess our navies... They're all the same guy. Maybe movement speed. I do like naval movement speed. But let's go with that. And friendly action, improve opinion of the papacy. Papacy, what I'm doing? Okay, let's see if I can actually make it go 3 seconds. Oh, I'm not improving your opinion. Is there anything I can do to be mean with the... with this? Oh, where's the religion map? Yeah, I haven't looked at the map modes at all. And... gotta be... diplomatic. Well, let's look at the diplomacy map mode. Not really loved in North Africa. But most of Italy, other than Sicily, likes us. So we're going to be able to... Can I... If I click on... No. I feel like I remember being able to click on the countries before and it'd show the attitude of everyone towards them that you know of. In 4? Is there a religious... Okay, can do some assimilation. Okay. Sicilians and Calabria are going to become Neapolitan. Not quite cosmopolitan. Okay, what do we need to do for this? Time is efficient. All is manned by capable individuals. Look, I've done it. There we go. What is this? Oh. Our king is growing older, and unfortunately all of his male descendants have perished. Tradition dictates that King Andrew Caroli's side of the family should be our next king. But given the country to a foreigner will encourage or will enrage the local nobility, may bring an end to stability that King Robert has spent his life constructing. Alternatively, Giovanna Angio could also be the possibility to consider. Hungary will like us more, but oh well. I don't think we need to care about Hungary right now. I ate right before the stream. The Guelphs and Ghibellines have been fighting for dominance over Italy. We read this one early. Okay, I am trying to do this. For head of the cabinet. Go to government cabinet, click head of the cabinet button next to the cabinet member name. You can also point a head of cabinet, blah, blah, blah. What did I do to get that? I don't even know. What's this take? Economy balance, increase the cost of the court in order to increase legitimacy. All right. Let's go to government, cabinet. Do I want to use the head of the cabinet? You have... We lose 5 legitimacy. Well... I did your mission. Hope you're happy. Check your cabinet efficiency. There, I've checked it. All right. What, 10%? Ground power reduces it. What is this top fans thing? It's for only the fans to show up. Welcome to only my fans, my only fans. I was asking, how much experience do you have with Paradox games? So decent amount of Stellaris. I played a little bit of EU4, and I did like 1 game of Victoria. Like 5 or 6 years ago, I played a fair amount of EU4. Those are that's my experience. All of that. No manpower, Casus Belli. Like, my problem with Victoria was I found the wars to be terrible. Okay, I'm gonna let you finish, and then I'm not. But I'm not interested in exploration right now. Did they say that, Ranger? Yeah, I'm siding with the Pope once again. We're gonna be... little papal buddies. Send character to the Prussian Crusade. No. Oh, we're already up there. What are you saying? Okay, what do we need? We need Naples, we need Palermo, and Sicily does not have a presence in Italy. Form Italy tier 3. We need Milano and Florence. Can you do tier 1 and then... Or, sorry, tier 2 and then tier 3? I assume they're not mutually exclusive. Alright. So, what do we know about Sicily? I kind of gave up on that whole religion map finding, didn't I? I know it exists. It has to exist. Show superiority. How many casus belli? Okay, we don't really have a claim. So I guess that's a diplomatic action that I can do. Look, I'm in it for the border gore. The court of the Grand Court of the Vicar, born from the merge of the Norman Magna Curia and the Court of the Vicar established by King Carlo II of Anjou, acts as a court for civil and criminal cases in the Kingdom of Naples. These are real people. Real cases. This is her courtroom. Judge Judy. Lately, news of some clashes in Montepelso between members of the clergy and some of the members of the nobility that are being resolved in the Grand Court have reached us. Perhaps we should influence the court to resolve this as soon as possible. I mean, we're kind of going religiously, right? So I'm sure the Pope will appreciate that. Alright, hostile actions. Create casus belli. In Sicily. Will they automatically get the... Need a building for the laborers. The people yearn for the clay pits. What if we go for clothes? I think if you have the structures, there'll be some social mobility for it. It's all going all over the place. Okay, what does this take? Expensive education. A military education could be good. Let's do diplomatic. I'll be boring. Yet another letter from Pope Benedictus XII has arrived today, once again pleading King Robert the Wise of Anjou to cease with the sympathies for the Fraticelli heretics. Though the previous letters have had mixed results, perhaps this time the king will have a change of heart. At the core of the conflict lies the brother of Consort Sansa de Barcelona, Philippe de Barcelona, who is a fervent supporter of the Fraticelli. Look, whatever the Pope says, we do. Oh, well. That guy's dead anyways. Well, we have the Casus Belli on that, so... Insulted us. Yeah, we need the spy capacity first. Right now... Cultural influence. Okay, it's only 6. But... Shouldn't that... How do those percentages work? Base... Okay, I guess base value is 1 and then it's... Alright, that makes sense. Okay, game. I see what you're saying. This year looks to be such a prosperous year that several of King Robert the Wise's advisors have suggested that, as a gesture of goodwill, His Majesty should celebrate by arranging various festivals. Cool. That's a lot of money, but you know what? Everyone could use a party. It's been a hard year. It's been a hard year. I'll leave that. What is this? Estates, click the plus, do the... Okay, we've done those before. Increasing the cost of the court to increase legitimacy. That is under economy balance. And then, sorry, this one was under government estates. Estates. Are there anything we want to do? Food production. People like food. Right? Oh. Oh no, an outbreak. The people of Nepal despair as their families and neighbors succumb to the relentless outbreak of smallpox cruelly spreading throughout the area. Neighborhoods once bustling... I don't know why there's a French guy here now, but that's what's happening. Neighborhoods once bustling with activity now echo the worry and uncertainty. Unfortunately, there is little we can do to stop the spread of the disease into our territory. It is not good. We've tried nothing and we're all out of ideas. Let me cough on you. Eventually, I want the nobility to kind of fuck off, to be honest, but... We'll have to deal with that later. Okay, I don't care that they insulted us. I'm not here for that. Can I do like an even... Are there even more... Like, can I put even more spies on here? No, we're already... That's as much as you can do. Okay. It's fine. But there's rats. There's nothing you can... Once there's rats, it's just the rats. That's all there is. Underage heir. Our current heir, Crown Princess Giovanni, is a mere child of 10. How old's Robert? 62. That's dangerous. spouse, the consort. This is our ruler's daughter, but she's off in Thopia right now. Oh, you're dead. You're also dead. Where can I get to the? I'll get to the niece. Well, let's... Current role? Child. Not actually sure how to get there. Okay, those rebels are not. Ooh. Was it built Caesar? Ooh, a medical school? I can't do it anywhere. We don't know what that means yet. Medicine sure sounds like a great idea to them, but they don't know. I don't know if I want to like put more people in the army. But you're not happy. That's the top. Well, they're all fairly satisfied. They're just not changing that much. So I don't need to mind. And are these the burgers? Okay. Well, we lose 68 bucks. Even with our feast, we still have a lot. Our money is actually, it's kind of fine. Can I recruit? We can do nothing. Right, regional expansion. While progressing towards the completion of this task, our nation will be influenced. So... Okay, I can't do that mission at the same time. Fine. That's fine. One of the largest monastic complexes in the city of Naples, the works of the Basilica of Santa Chiara started in 1310 and were finished in 1328. Okay. Built in Provençal Gothic style, was commissioned by King Robert and his wife. Our king should decide whether he wants to be buried there or not. Yes. Build a statue to the Pope instead. I mean, I want the Pope to be my friend, but not that badly. Okay, what's our spy network size? We need more spy network sizes, please. I don't know if I can really do anything about the culture until I'm there. But will it show me if I did, not to say we are going to invade them. You know, like I'm not putting that out there. I'm not saying we're definitely invading them. That would be... That would be bad. I'm against war. But if we did... let's do guilds. Who would be... So Sicily, Aragon, and the Papal States. Don't like that. Especially with Aragon. Are they... Why would you... That's sad. Can I turn you into Pariah? Let's do Papal States. There we go. Just, I heard Sicily talking shit about you, Pope. That's the... Ooh, religion? Okay. There's the map I was looking for. How much more... What points do we have? Nobility. Fine, have your privileges. And then you immediately caused an outbreak. Hope you're happy. Okay, what do we want to build? So what do we have? We have sergeantry. We have a castle. Not enough laborers, but we have... How can I raise that? Constant stability, or does that... No, I'll stick with first come first served. I have no reason to change that. I know what it does. We need hospitals, though. Ooh, isolate from allies. Lack the 20 favors in Sicily. There's no, but you have your allies. Okay, so we've already kind of isolated them there. Can I do the same thing? Because we have a lot of doves. We're losing some doves, but you know. Overt action, sabotage reputation of Sicily with Aragon. And that should be enough to... No, Aragon's still going to do it. Why? Okay, can I find our fleet? Is this like an actual... How How do I make you bigger? Nope, that's not ours. Well, it's sort of ours. Can I recruit, Navy? Military... There's our... Okay. I was looking for the other one. The hell? Frontage. You got to Tetris your ships now? Okay, well, that's all going in. Okay, I do have to be prepared for the war. Which, hopefully... Hopefully we'll be ready for. Like, there is the Aragonian Navy over here that is still going to be trying to do stuff. I don't want them doing stuff. Get out of there. Oh yeah, we're still doing diplomatic education for her. I still want claim. At least we've knocked the Papal States out of their sphere. I don't really have the diplomatic points to spend elsewhere. I've kind of dropped that a little bit. We have a lot of legitimacy, so we'll get a hero in the next roll. With a heavy heart and burdened spirit, Giovanni Boccaccio, sorry. I thought there was an R in there. I don't know where I was coming from. A very talented artist in our court has been compelled to depart abruptly, leaving behind his beloved Naples to Florence. His father's debts cast a shadow of financial turmoil, forcing him to relinquish the familiar embrace of home and embark on an uncertain journey. His pen serving as a bittersweet companion along the way. I'll pay his debts. He needs to stop drinking. I'm going to start getting into position. We'll probably want to raise some... Well, they're supposed to be doing this automatically. Still only at 11, so I think that's going to take forever. Let's, significantly weaker than them. Could lose the war. Okay. Go home. Let the boats build. I need to get Aragon out of there. Store 5 years of sailors? What does that mean? What do you put them in? Store them in what? Amalfia's city in Salerno has just faced a catastrophic blast from the ocean. Triggered by a massive earthquake beneath the Tyrrhenian Sea, a colossal wall of water crashed upon the unsuspecting town. Amid the deafening roar, buildings collapsed, ships were tossed, and lives were lost. Picturesque streets turned into a watery graveyard as the waters reshaped the landscape forever. Amalfi's vibrant maritime culture and bustling trade have been left in ruins, a stark reminder of the unforgiving power of nature. The scars of the 1339 catastrophe will forever echo throughout the town's history. We can either send help or do what they did historically and say no. We have $34. What are we not going to do 34 bucks for? Well, that hurts our population a lot. All right. I think we are going to leave it there for today. I am going to figure out the things that I don't know about the game and come back next time better and stronger. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the stream. I'm surprised we've only had the one crash. I thought there'd be like 6 by now. But yeah, so we'll be back very soon. We're going to finish off the Republic campaign this week. So that'll be Thursday afternoon, I think. And then next week on Monday or on Tuesday, probably we'll have another EU stream where I will have a better idea of what I'm doing. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time.